Lindsay says he was blindsided last month after his ex-girlfriend made an accusation that he molested her 4-year-old son. On top of that, she contacted everyone in his family and told them that he's a pedophile. Kayda says that she has no physical proof that Lindsay touched her son, but has a gut feeling that something bad happened. Take a look.
I met Lindsay on Facebook. I needed somebody to be there for me after my kid's father died, and we kind of clicked, and he was a whole different person. He was always there for me, and then he just changed. Like, everything was a lie from the start. We were drinking together, and he told me his family or some guys did something to him when he was young, and he was confused, and he liked boys. But I was like, well, you don't feel that way anymore, right? And he said that he didn't anymore, so I went with it. The sex, it was starting to get uncomfortable. If we didn't have enough sex, he would get mad at me, or things didn't go his way. It was just the things we did in sex that was, I didn't like it, I didn't enjoy it. And my son kept telling me that he was scared of him and he wanted to go to his grandma's house. He didn't want to be by him. And one time I asked him, like, what does he do to you? Like, we're in the bathroom alone. Lindsay had left for a little while. And he pointed at his mouth. My son never came out and told me that Lindsay actually did something to him. I never witnessed anything, but it was the way he was acting and telling me he's scared. I can remember him trying to I'd always be uncomfortable with him trying to potty train my daughter. And he would still always barge in the bathroom to just try to wipe her or change her diaper. And I'd tell him specifically, no, I did not like that. And he was like, why don't you trust me? And I didn't feel comfortable with it. I think a mother's intuition is never wrong. Like, every time I feel my gut tells me something is right, I go with it. And I feel like my son wasn't being himself. I feel bad for even letting them be around this guy because I trusted him. I don't think I could forgive myself if he did do something to him. If he fails this lie detector today, I would be really disappointed and sad and upset for my kids. I want to know if he not only touched my son, but my daughter as well.
I've been there for this woman. Her kids, take care of them. She say about a potty. I bought that because her daughter was using the bathroom around the house. It's time to potty train. You know, I believe her son said I'm mean because I'm more disciplined. She's more a friend to the kids, you know. And these accusations, it's pissing me off because I love this woman, and you're gonna say I did something to your kids, and then you're gonna go off of something when I talked about when you was younger and I was younger. Yeah, I was a kid, and I understand, okay, but that's over.
What did you talk about with her?
That, you know, she talked about, you know, something happened to her when I was a kid. And I talked about something happened to me when I was a kid, you know.
What were you saying to each other? What happened?
Like, you know, like I was something happened to me younger when I was young.
You were sexually assaulted?
Yes, when I was younger.
Molested when you were a child?
And
she was too?
Yes.
So you guys shared this?
Yes.
And you think by sharing this that somehow she's...
like flipping it and trying to throw it on me, like, oh, you must have did something to my kids if that happened to you. But
how long have you known her?
It's been like over a year, or like almost 2 years.
So 2 years. That's a long time. And the kids are real small?
Yes, it's a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old.
Okay. I mean, I got to be honest. Like, I leave really the heavy disciplining to my wife, right? But they're my kids.
Yeah.
You feel comfortable disciplining somebody else's children, where you kind of
It got to the point where I couldn't even have company at my house because my house is so raggedy and tore up. My niece had a baby come to my house. I have to act like I'm leaving, like I'm finna go. I don't want you coming and seeing my house. My friends like, dang, I can't come see you no more. I can't stop out like, you know?
Okay, but here's the thing. Like, before you have company, don't you just straighten up?
Yeah, you straighten up, but you're not. I'm getting tired of having to straighten up every 5 seconds behind your kids. Why you not doing it?
Are you still with Kayda? Are you still together? Oh, you guys broke up?
Yes.
We broke. How long ago did these accusations come up?
They came up, after we broke up, like, you know, I had blocked her and stuff. And like a week later, you know, I left her so she can text me so she can come get her stuff. So after that, she get to texting me like, oh, I think you did something to my kids. Oh, I think
How long ago was this?
It's like almost last month, like a month ago.
Okay, so it's recent.
Yes.
And when you hear that you've been accused, what's your initial reaction?
Oh, I got pissed off. Okay. I'm like, I've been through this. Why would I? Come on. No. I feel like you don't even never love me or even or nothing. How could you accuse me of doing this to your child?
And what do you want to be back with her, or?
I did, but when the first time you brung this to me,
But this changed.
They changed everything. I said, you killing my love for you.
Did she ever contact the police or?
No.
So there's no investigation
No.
into this? Okay. And you said you did want her back, but not so much anymore?
No.
So you're just here to prove your
That's just
innocence?
to prove that I'm not innocent, that I didn't even do this. Come on.
All right, well, let's meet Kayda.
Liar, you're so dirty. Dirty animal. What? 2 weeks ago, this just happened when we broke up? No, I called you a pedophile when we were living together.
What specifically made you think that Lindsay might have sexually molested either one of your
Because
children?
once I woke up really angry, and I usually sleep with my kids. I sleep next to them, and he was there with just his boxers and a shirt on, and he was like, and I woke up really pissed off, and my son and my daughter were up, and my daughter was crying. That's why I woke up, and I was like, what happened? And he acted like he was sleeping, and he was like, nothing. He was like, why are you mad at me? Like, I was like,
But
well, what
doesn't
happened?
he normally sleep with you?
Huh? Yeah, he sleeps. Let me get to that. In November, December, I was not sleeping with him at all because I didn't feel safe anymore. And it got to the point where I had to move back to my sister's, and then I moved to my mom's because I didn't feel safe.
But other than this incident where you wake up and he's got boxers and a shirt on,
And he's just a creep.
did you contact anybody, get medical treatment, get an expert's opinion, police?
No, I just moved out, and
Well, why wouldn't you want to find out?
I did. I made an appointment, and
With who?
With January, with health. What's it called?
Do you really believe he did something?
Yes, because I feel it. I know how my child acts. I know he's not himself anymore.
But
And I'm going to let you say whatever you want to say, and I want to tread really lightly here. Sometimes when somebody has been a victim themselves, they can be a little oversensitive to things, right? Which I totally understand. I'm not criticizing it. But maybe could you be overreacting a little?
I don't think so. The way my son's whole personality changed, Steve.
Lindsay, though, came here to take a lie detector test because, he feels not only if you accuse him of sexual molestation, you're also telling everybody.
Whole family.
And another thing, and whole family? Who? How many? Count them, since you're liar.
1, 2. And the main one, I don't even want to say.
1, 2.
The main
That's
one.
Not whole.
The main one.
It was 2 friends because I wanted to find out what's going
the
on.
main person?
And one
That's
family
the person that made me
member,
call
not
here.
whole.
Lindsay
3.
came here today to prove that he didn't do this. We gave him a lie detector test, and we asked Lindsay, did you ever engage in any type of sexual activity with either of Kayda's children? He answered no, and the results for his lie detector test is that Lindsay told the truth.
All we gotta say is that
Now I can be in peace. So now I can feel better because I've been thinking
if y'all
about
watch
this the whole
the internet
time.
and hear how he say,
my kid
he say
changes,
Smitty,
so I'm thinking
I'ma
about
say
this all the
Stevie.
time. Now that's why I came to find out.
show her the dough.
But I will not apologize because I'm caring for my child.
I understand that, but you know I take when your son was
You're
messed up. Who took him to the hospital and sat there all
You're
day
sick.
with him? Who did that? Who took him and set it down?
You did.
I did
Okay,
it.
so you gave me
When they
signs.
need diapers, when they need anything, who did it? Me.
No, I did everything, and then you coming on the show talking about I cleaned after them. You never cleaned in your life.
Well, I didn't do it. You said
You're
I didn't do
dirty.
it, right?
You didn't brush your teeth.
Okay.
Sick person.
And I say it all the time, if any parent has a suspicion that their children is being harmed in a sexual manner, assault,
Yes.
first of all, any manner, but especially this, you need to do something, right?
Yeah.
And so nobody's going to criticize you for that.
Yeah.
To me, this is more of a case of a relationship just going bad, kind of how all relations ends up. It's, it's good, starts going bad, then you start getting angry, you start getting mad, you don't want to sleep with each other, all these things. And when you're not happy and you're angry with each other, guess what? Kids pick up on that, especially when that's not my mom, that's not my dad, and then your son doesn't want to be around him. That could be a case of, hey, I'm scared the way this guy treats my mom. So I hope this gives you peace of mind that your children weren't touched by him, and you cleared your name, and the people that were looking at you being a pedophile, you're cleared. So good luck to you.
That's why I called you.
Thank you, Steve.